Hello dear students, today we will learn English class 6 Honeycomb Unit 2 Lesson number 1 How the dog found himself a new master. Children, you may know that the dog and wolf are closely related. You may also know something about how over the centuries human beings have domesticated and tamed wild animals. Here is a story about how the dog became a tame animal. Children, this story is about a dog, how it became a tame animal or a pet animal. Dogs were once their own masters and lived the way wolves do, in freedom, until a dog was born who was ill-pleased with this way of life. He was sick and tired of wandering about by himself, looking for food and being frightened of those who were stronger than he. He thought it over and decided that the best thing for him to do was to become the servant of one who was stronger than anyone on earth, and he set out to find such a master. So dog was not happy with his life because he has to wander for food and frighten away by the stronger animals. So he wanted a master who will provide him food and take his care. He walked and he met a kinsman of his, a big wolf who was as strong as he was fierce. "Where are you going, dog?" the wolf asked. "I am looking for someone to take up service with. Would you like to be my master, wolf?" "I don't see why not?" the wolf said, and this agreed upon. The two of them went on together. So they both now were together. "I don't see why not," the wolf said, and this agreed upon. The two of them went on together. They walked, and all of a sudden the wolf lifted his nose, sniffed, darted quickly off the path and into the bushes and crept deeper into the forest. The dog was much surprised. "What's come over you, master?" he asked. "What has frightened you so? Can't you see there's a bear out there, and he might eat up both of us, you and me?" And now the dog found that the wolf, who was his master, is afraid of a bear. Seeing that the bear was stronger than the wolf, the dog decided to take up service with him, and he left the wolf and asked the bear to be his master. The bear agreed to do this readily and said, "Let us go and find a herd of cows. I will kill a cow and then we can both eat our fill." Now he was getting food and he was now protected with the bear. They walked on and soon saw a herd of cows, but just as they were about to come up to it, they were stopped by a terrible noise. The cows were mooing loudly and running in a panic in all directions. The bear looked out from behind a tree, and then he too ran hastily deeper into the forest. "Now why did I have to come here?" said he to the dog. "It is the lion who rules the forest in these parts." "The lion? Who's he? Don't you know he is the strongest beast on earth?" And now the dog came to know that bear is not stronger, but the strongest beast on earth is lion. "Well then, I will say goodbye to you, bear. I want a master who is stronger than anyone on earth." And then the dog left the bear and went to be the servant of the lion, and off the dog went to ask the lion to be his master. The lion agreed to it, and the dog stayed with him and served him for a long, long time. It was a good life, and he had nothing to complain of, for there was no stronger beast in the forest than the lion, and no one dared touch the dog or offend him in any way. So nobody tried to touch the dog. Nobody was offending, telling against him. But one day the two of them were walking side by side along a path that ran amid bare cliffs amid means in between, when all of a sudden the lion stopped. He gave a great roar and struck the ground angrily with his paw, with such force that a hole formed there. Then he began to back away very quietly. "What is it, master? Is anything wrong?" asked the dog, surprised. "I smell a man coming this way," the lion said. "We would better run for it, or we will be in trouble." "Oh, well, then I will say goodbye to you, lion. I want a master who is stronger than anyone on earth." And then, now the dog realized that man is stronger than the lion, and now the dog moved from lion, and off the dog went to join the man, and he stayed with him and served him faithfully. This happened long, long ago. But to this day, the dog is man's most loyal servant and knows no other master. So till now, till today, man is the master of the dog, and dog serves as his servant. Let us come to the exercises now. We will quickly understand what are the exercises. Discuss the questions in pairs before you write the answers. So you have in bracket given the paragraph number. You just need to answer, why did the dog feel the need for a master? So the dog was ill pleased with the way of his life. The dog felt ill pleased with its way of life, wandering for food and being frightened of those who were stronger than it, so it decided to become the servant of one who was stronger than anyone on earth. So the dog decided that he wanted a stronger animal who will feed him and take care. Who did he first choose as his master? Why did he leave that master? So whom he chose first for the first time, and why he left? He first chose the wolf as his master. He left the wolf because he was afraid of the bear, so he left the company of the wolf. Who did he choose next? He chose C-H-O-S-E, whereas we have first present tense V1 form in question C-H-O-O-S-E, and here we have C-H-O-S-E, chose. He chose the bear as his next master because he was stronger than the wolf. Why did he serve the lion for a long time? Why? What was the reason? He served the lion for a long time as there was no stronger beast in the forest than the lion, and no one dared touch the dog or offend him in any way. So this is how he lived for more time with lion. Last question. Who did he finally choose as his master and why? The lion ran away for life when it could smell a man coming to its way, and the dog was always in search of a master who is stronger than anyone on earth, so he finally chose the man as his master. And now we have next exercise, which is a summary of the story, where you have to fill in the blanks with the words a dog, stronger than anyone else, the strongest of all, a wolf, the bear, afraid of man, his own master, a lion. So these are the hints, words given, and you have to fill. Next exercise we have where working with language has exercise A, where you have collective nouns. Collective nouns are the names given to a collection of things, person and animals. So here we have some examples and you have to pick up the best option and fill. Next you have exercise B, where you have adjectives given and you have to attach a suffix, that is NESS, ITY, TY or Y, and make nouns from it. On the next page you have a puzzle, a word search, where you have 12 adjectives. Horizontally you have to find adjectives starting with H, R, F, F, S, G, horizontal, are the sleeping lines. Vertically, you have to find adjectives starting with A, W, S, F, L, Q. Now, the next page. This is a page of passage, a comprehension where you have a passage related to dog's family. And you have to read this and answer the opposites, complete the following sentences, and the new world refers to. All these answers are already in your passage. So you just need to read it carefully and answer. Next, you have family tree of the dogs. So you have to find out the names of these animals and write down. And next, we have speaking part, a mouse maiden. You might have heard this story. You may speak about it, read the details and speak about it to your parents or your siblings. I hope you have understood, and now it will be easy for you to prepare notes. Thank you.